Hey Flufflebuns, welcome back. This is RoxyBun, and this is Call of Cthulhu. It's a game that was recommended to me by a friend of mine, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So, without further ado, let us enter the madness with a new game. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Ooh boy, enter the madness. But what's this? If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. By the way, speaking of H.P. Lovecraft, Call of Cthulhu is a story by H.P. Lovecraft, and I am led to believe that this game is based on this. Ooh, I'm covered in blood. There's guts everywhere. That's a shark. That is a shark. Great white shark looking thing. Blood all over and guts. Disgusting. Ugh, so where are we? Oh, right. That is intestines. Looks like probably fish intestines. To move, use WASD. WASAD. There we go. Ew, more fish guts. Fish heads. Fish, fish, fish. Who wants fish for dinner? Not me. Oh, right. Let's see. To crouch, press control. What's this? Can't open that. Alright, so let's crouch. Control. We sneak through here. Let's just sneak past here. Alright. E is to interact, just like with Alien Isolation. I am standing back up. Counter darkness. You must light up some areas in order to interact with them. Okay. So lighting. Do I take you? Oh. Press E. I got me a lantern. Oh, and what's over here? It's a bolt cutter. Bolt cutty doodle. Okay, so I guess cut this chain. Yoink. Head on through here. Ooh. Who's that? Is that you, Cthulhu? Because you don't sound human. Let's see. Going down here. The graphics aren't the best, but this game is from 2018. Not that that's ooh. Yeah, no shit. This is fucking putrid. This is like killer whales and shit. Ugh. So many dead fishies.
You have been chosen.
I have been chosen. So run. So I'm running with shift. That's typical. So we run. We go in here. Behold. Hey, it looks like a cult.
Everything has already been written.
And they all look like Voldemort, with no face and no nose.
Perhaps you will attempt to change your
Who are you? I think that's Cthulhu. Judging by the fact that he's got tentacles. He's not covered in tentacles, he is tentacles. And he just used one of those tentacles to impale somebody. Oh shit. No, 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 Mr. Octopus Arms, please. Game save. Do I get to save automatically? No? Okay, so, we'll figure it out. New place discovered. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But place is mine, for the moment. Okay. So let's... Darkwater. Pierce. Okay, there's skill points I have to know. Inventory. Lighter. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Okay. Alright, so yeah, these are skills, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. What's this?
I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleeping pills. The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effect has been wearing off. Just do drugs. You have memories you don't want to deal with? Just do some drugs, my dude. Alright, nothing in here.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
But that's my certification.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Have a drink. This will affect your destiny. Uh-oh, what did I do? Can I undo it? Don't drink.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh, I got a notebook. Notey book. Knowledge. Okay. That's an old-timey radio. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Frickin' nerd. What's
The
this?
good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Alright.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend.
Ooh.
The husband couldn't understand it.
Lesbians. Lesbians always existed. It's just people don't understand it. It's the same way even now. Some people just don't understand it. The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. It's like, deal with it. Your wife gay. It happens. Alright, let's have a look. Can I leave?
I have business here to attend to.
Like what? I've already... What do I have to do here? Let me close this. Oh, close that.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Oh, who's this?
Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Alright. What else do I have to do in here? Don't drink. No, I did not want to drink. I was looking at the typewriter, you fool. Alright, let's have a look here. Inventory, knowledge. Sanity. nightmares, mental trauma. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their positions for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events, and he consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares. Okay. Maybe turn off the radio? I'll turn it back on. Oh, game saved. Oh, I guess I had to interact with everything for something to happen. Okay, cool. Phone. Hello.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Yes.
That's correct.
I
Hello,
am.
Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Oh, darn.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, okay, now I have character points, so what do I do with them? They allow you to improve the score of a skill. Medicine. Strength. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and picking locks. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chance of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and expressing your knowledge of the myth. Okay, so I can do that. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Psychology. Eloquence. Give a little bit everywhere. Okay. Because I don't have any idea what I'm doing. I'm really bad at skill trees in general.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
No.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Because there's no good cases
Work
here.
is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
He just hung up on her like, yeah, fuck off.
I'm coming.
Like, yeah, I'll take the fucking jobs. But who is this? Some old dude. Hi, old dude.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Don't judge me.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Yeah.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Nope.
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
I'm a deadbeat
You come to
inebriate.
me. It means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family.
What?
They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
Oh.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I
What
want
did
you
you
to
bring
look
me?
carefully at this painting.
Oh boy. Look at this painting.
Tell me
Look
all
at
the
this
assumptions that come
photograph.
to mind.
That looks like
What am I
Cthulhu.
supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness,
Kinda looks like
or
it.
if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
Let's look at the damn thing.
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Alright, so. Examine the painting and examine the file. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case named after his daughter who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more. Alright. So let's look at this thing. Oh.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Really? The painting. And now let's look at the file.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
A shipping
thin.
label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You shouldn't take
The
this
meaning
painting lightly.
Could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
What is Warehouse
That's right.
36?
It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater?
I never heard of it
Never
either.
heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No.
Not that we think it is, just we have to
Sarah
know
had
stuff.
Visions. Everyone knew that.
Visions?
She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
Oh
I
boy.
am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
And that is all the information that I need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
Will
All
we?
right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Oh.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Well, we have to at least try, right? We have to leave for Darkwater and find out about Darkwater.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Natural sciences, linguistics.
here's a book.
Darkwater is off the
Here we
coast
go.
of Boston.
Darkwater has been inhabited
never heard
since
of
the 14th
According
century.
to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
It's still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
All right. So this is it. So this is going to be where I'm going to stop part 1. Wait, what's this? The learning of medicine. Oh. Did I learn something more? Okay, I learned more stuff. Awesome. By reading things, I'm picking stuff up. Alright. Darkwater. Let's go through here. Stephen Webster. Age 63. Occupation businessman. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. He came to me in order that I would investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals or inconvenient truths. He is ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins. He's dead. He's the ship owner. He was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah during the trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They have a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah was a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She had disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father continues to seek the truth. And then there's Simon, the only son of Sarah and Charles, who died in the fire. Okay, so clues. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and a child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah, thinks it's linked to the death of his daughter. So we got a shipping label, police report, and the press cutting. Okay, places. Occult. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. The mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Here's Darkwater. It's a small, inhospitable island, mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers. Okay, these are just the books I've picked up. Alright, so I'm going to call this the end of part 1 of Call of Cthulhu before I start heading out for Darkwater. This is... I don't know what to think of the game yet, because so far I haven't done much, but... Actually, let's actually go. See what happens. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. This place seems to be the starting point for investigations. Ooh. Alright, so let's... Okay, so after this, whatever this looks like it's a cutscene. We're making the trip across the water, lots of fog. So, okay, this looks like a title credits. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a lot of investigating, like, not much an action-based game, but more like a talking to people and figuring out clues game, which I'm okay with. I don't know what to expect, because I never even heard of this game until the other day, but I digress. It looks like it's going to be interesting. There is no visibility. How do they know where they're even going? It's like everything's just gray. Oh.
We're almost there.
Hey, James Fitzroy. You must be the captain. I trust him. At least he knows where we're going, because I can't see a damn thing except now I see shadows of rocks. This must be the place. But yeah, like, who would want to live here already? It already looks like a not pleasant place to live. But this is the game, Call of Cthulhu. Alright. We're going into port. Yeah, this does not look like the place for a rich person and a painter to live. It looks like one of those, like, backwater fisherman towns. Which probably is exactly what this place is.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Okay.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife?
What about his wife?
Sarah
Yeah.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may
Will
not be
do.
very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you.
His bar.
As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's
The
office.
Harbor Master. Yeah, this is
If it's
Boston.
the
They have
Hawkins
that kind of
family that brings
accent.
you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Oh, I would love
Understood.
to see them.
I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright, so now this is going to be the end of part 1 of Call of Cthulhu before I start investigating further. So as I said, so far this looks like it's going to be interesting. If you like this video, if you know the story of Call of Cthulhu, because I don't, hop on over to that like button, give it a bunny nudge for me, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And if you have subscribed, remember to hit the bell notification button so that you know when the next part comes up. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.